All right, if you want to see how we design and install a Sigenergy battery system, this is the video for you. G'day people, Joe Springer, Springer Solar. We are here at the coolest Sigenergy install we have done to date. So I'm here with the electricians. You're going to see behind the scenes of how we put this system together. You're going to see why we chose certain things. You're going to have a look at the three-phase upgrade we did here as well, which is an important part to making sure this whole system can run at the maximum available on the Energex network. So we've got high-powered DC charging, we've got high-powered AC charging, we've got a 40 kilowatt array on the roof. This is such a cool install. Let's get behind the scenes, let's see the nitty-gritty. So where this all starts is a three-phase upgrade. Without that, the system could not be completed. Let's go have a look at that. Okay, so here we are over where we completed the three-phase upgrade. So initially the customer had a single phase supply, so just an active neutral in from the network. So in layman's terms, just one phase. So we engaged with Energex to bring three-phase in from the street out here into the property pole here, and then we completed the three-phase connection from the property pole all the way down and up and into the house. So we had to rewire the house, we had to make sure all the phases were perfectly balanced, get everything organized with Energex, with the retailer, and with our installation of the home here. So it is quite a lengthy process to get this done. You have to put all your applications in with Energex, you then have to get approved. We then complete our electrical works at the board here. We then organize Energex to come out and swing the cables in. Sometimes they'd have to do road blockages. There's all sorts of costs that can be associated with this swinging that three-phase in. Energex will charge you directly for that. So we'll organize it all, Energex will then charge you. Then once the cable's swung in, we have our point of connection up there that's all ready to go. So we connect up here, back up and into the house. Then we organize your retailer to come out, put a three-phase energy meter in. That's the three-phase process. That's what we did here. So we get maximum 10 kilowatts per phase of inverter capacity, 5 kilowatts export per phase. So it's 15 kilowatt export, 30 kilowatts of inverter capacity, and we got a 40 kilowatt array on this. Let's go have a look at the three-phase connection into the house. So you can see the three-phase, the trench here, the guys have to dig. We're actually got a vacuum digger out. We've dug this out, put our cable in, done the backfill. We have to actually cut the concrete through here. So we've cut the concrete, brought the three-phase across, and then up into the meter box here. So we had to organize for the energy retailer to come out and change this meter. So now a three-phase meter has been installed. It's actually one of the newer ones with an antenna on it, so it can be read remotely. So it's really nice. No one has to come onto the property anymore to get the meter reading done. So you got 3 isolation links here. So phase A, B, and C. And you can see the guys are actually working inside. So all the supplies are off. We got a lockout on that at the moment, just while they're completing their electrical works inside. So that's the gateway. And we will show you the gateway as well, and the subboard. So you got subboard main switches off here and the main supply is off here as well. So this site did have an existing single phase system. So in order for us to max out what we wanted to do here, we did actually have to remove that. So we removed a single phase inverter and a 5 kilowatt install. So we had to do that prior to getting all this done. Has actually been removed, and we've started now to actually get the array on the roof. So we've gone landscape with the panels, so the rails are all in, ready to go. Boys have started tying off their earths, getting all their runs in, getting all the DC cable up to the roof. So the guys are prepping all the panels now, so that's ready to go up on this section. So they'll harness up soon and get up there and start laying the panels. We're gonna get back here tomorrow when it's all nice and pretty and show you the end result. See you then. It's the next day. It's not actually, it's a couple of months later. We had life get in the road. We had battery rebates. We had absolute craziness down at work. We're opening a new store. We've got new software dropping. It was bedlam, but we're back. As you can see, we're all finished. What have we got here? 40 kilowatt solar array on the roof. We have 40 kilowatt hours of Sigenergy battery storage, 30 kilowatt inverter on top of that. We had a 25 kilowatt DC charger, a 22 kilowatt AC EV charger. Why do we have all that? This customer's going to be a 2 EV family, really wanted to protect themselves for the future, have energy independence, have all the cool things that comes with that size system. Let's go have a look at it. The Sigenergy battery stack. So this is the maximum height battery stack that you can have. So it's 6 modules plus the inverter on top. So when we're designing these, so you got to make sure that you're 600 mil from windows or doorways of habitable rooms. So that's definitely, we got 600 mil either side of it. You need to ensure you're 1.5 meters from gas. There is a few requirements. Make sure you talk to your installer, talk to us about where those batteries can go and where they can be situated. So this one here is right near our carport. So when the 2 EVs are parked in here, we got our 25 kilowatt DC high-speed charger there. And then over the side there, we've got a 22 kilowatt AC EV charger. They both all talk back to this unit, and we can then control the output depending on excess solar energy, or we can just say, let's go bananas, let's get as much power as we can into our EVs if you would like it. So here we've got 8 kilowatt hour units. So we got 5 of the 8 kilowatt hour units, and then the high powered DC charging module. So they come in a 12.5 or a 25 kilowatt, always sit one below the inverter. So you can have 6 stack of batteries. If you do want the high powered DC EV charger, which is bi-directional as well, 12.5 kilowatt, 25 kilowatt, it sits in one of the battery module spots. And then we've got our 30 kilowatt unit on top. DC bi-directional chargers. So early days for these guys. So we're just trying to get cars and our DNSPs all over the line with this technology. So it's V to X or vehicle to everything, vehicle to load, vehicle to home, vehicle to grid. So you can get power from this into your car, or you can pull power from your car back into the house. Really cool tech. So this installation is future-proofed with this bi-directional charger. So why do we have 2 EV chargers here? We're gonna have 2 EVs. What's the difference? This high-powered DC charger will actually bypass your onboard chargers in your EV. So you can get 25 kilowatts, round those chargers straight into the batteries. Whereas your AC charger over here, this one is actually a 22 kilowatt 3-phase AC charger. So it's pretty high powered as it is. This car right here, not many, but this one right here will actually take 21.5 kilowatts as a charge from this AC charger. So my Tesla over there, just behind us, it will actually only take 11 kilowatts from this. So the maximum that will take is 11. So I'd be able to get 11 from this, but I would be able to get 25 kilowatts straight out of that. And we'll show you that right now. All right, so let's grab this Tesla, plug it in, see what this thing can do. All right, so we've plugged in the DC charger. Just gonna hit the start button there. Here we go. And we are off and running. All right, so this is the Tesla app now. So we can see 24 kilowatts of charge coming through on that. So at the moment, you can see we've got 21.5 kilowatts coming from solar. You can see the DC chargers plugged in, and it's sending 25 kilowatts out to the car at the moment, so that we're not using anything from the network. We're pulling 4 kilowatts, or the deficit between the solar and this charge rate's coming from the batteries. And there's just actually half a kilowatt needed to come in to supply loads to the house. So we can wind the charge rate back on this if we wanted to. We can actually tell it to charge just from excess solar. So it would then run through at 21 kilowatts. We just got this running at full speed at the moment just to test it out, just to see how cool it is. And it is super cool. The app, the user interface for Sigenergy like this, it's so good. It's really like industry leading, this app interface. All right, I'll unplug this, put it all the way off camera. Let's go look at the gateway. Everyone always wants to know what's inside the gateway. Follow me, let's go have a look. So this is a guy here. So this is a 3-phase one. They come in single phase and 3-phase. Just have to be careful. The models in the 3-phase, there's a 30 kilowatt model, a 60 kilowatt model. Anything outside of that needs to be a custom gateway. Custom built, there'll be longer wait times, and it does increase the cost. So big off-grid systems or big commercial properties where you need something bigger than that 60 kilowatt output, you will have to get a custom gateway design. We can do that for you. They just need to allow for timeframes and extra costs. What's in the Sigenergy gateway? Let's have a look. All right, we'll go top to bottom. So up the top here, surge arresters, all preloaded, ready to go. Come down here. So this is a bypass. So I call this the Christmas Day switch. So if you try and get a hold of me on Christmas Day, if something's happened to your system, wouldn't happen. But if something did, you can throw this bypass this whole system and still get power through from the network. So that there, overrides all the Sigenergy stuff and allows the grid to just pass straight through into the house. Then you've got a smart port here. So smart ports, we often use these if we're AC coupling a solar system with the Sigenergy system. So this one here is DC coupled, so smart port's not used. You can use that for generators as well. So you can do a generator call up using the smart port, or you could use it for some load control, hot water or something like that as well. So it's a programmable smart port that will monitor load or charge as well. All right, so moving from here down to the bottom row, we got the SPD, which is surge protection device. So this guy up here is linked to the surge protectors at the top. Battery inverter switch here. We've got a spare there, so we could AC couple an inverter into that one if we wanted to and use a sensor. The EV charger's hooked up to this circuit breaker here. All our backup circuits are on this breaker here. Backup circuits, what does that mean? Well, with this unit, we got a 30 kilowatt inverter. So we've actually grabbed the whole house. So we're passing through, the whole house is passing through the gateway. In the event of a blackout, we'll grab every single circuit that's running in the house, whatever's running, that 30 kilowatts will be able to provide that energy. Solar on the roof, we'll be able to recharge the battery. So pretty much indefinite power here as long as he stays within the energy that's stored in the batteries and the energy that's coming off the roof. Another thing I wanted to tell you as well is if you don't have as large a Sigenergy system, you can do partial backup. So we can put a sensor in where we can measure everything again, and then you can just grab, partial or your priority circuit. So if you had your favorite goldfish, Archie, that lives in his fishbowl and you really want to keep him looked after, you can make sure that circuit's backed up, normally your fridges and normally your lights, and make sure Archie's looked after. And this is the main switch from the grid into the property. That is what's inside the beautiful Sigenergy gateway. Okay, so we've looked at everything. We've done the EV car charging. We've looked at the gateway. We've looked at these battery systems. We love this stuff at Springers. We love doing these big systems. We love, people that are taking their energy independence into their own hands. They're getting EVs they can charge from their own household power. Super cool, super awesome stuff. Love doing them. We love making sure they look perfect. We love looking after the customer before, during, and long after we've installed these things. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. See you later.